Hey everybody, it's Amy from Amy Sews and Amy Bachman Sew and Quilt, and welcome to Flippin' Friday. And why is it Flippin' Friday? Because we're using the F word. So today you're going to get a file in the downloads. You can get them at amybachman.com. There's a little Flippin' Friday icon. Just click on it. It'll take you to the download. So today we're talking about glow-in-the-dark thread. Tis the season. It's getting dark early. And if you have a runner or a puppy who's out in the dark, or your trick-or-treat bag, you want it to glow, I've got the perfect thread for you, right? So let's take a peek at what's happening. I got all my buckets here. Hi, Miss Bonnie. Find the right camera. Let's see. Oh, there it is. There we go. All right. So there's two different kinds of thread. There is glow in the dark. Now, these are from Wonderfill. You can get them at amybachman.com. They're very nice and they're very needle friendly. Okay. And then we have, this is called, this is not glow in the dark thread. This is reflective thread and it's called Flash. Okay. So it has a Scotch light core inside of it that helps it, like when a headlight, or when a headlight or a flashlight or something catches the light. That's what we're doing. So there's only one file this time, and it's a DST file, which means it's for everybody that does embroidery. You can use decorative stitches with this thread. You don't have to do any threads. So Ed, do you have my display of thread? I'll get you all the colors. So, no, my display of thread. So anyhow, I do have some colors. Yes, they are the colors that they are, right? So if it is peach, it glows peach. If it's blue, it glows blue. If it's yellow, it glows yellow. I don't have every color here. Here is white and turquoise. So here's the whole display. amybachman.com. You can order them. I don't know, they're $5-ish. You think I would remember stuff like that, right? So they're light activated. They're under Amy's Favorites on at Amy Bachman Sew and Quilt. Now the reflective thread, I made this for our puppy, well, Zach's puppy, Yeti. Right? So the gray is the reflective thread. So I just digitized a little bar of thread right here. This file is not included because this is not one I did or I can gift. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what it is. So when you look at it, so it's a little looser weave because this thread is a little heavier. I know you're not going to be able to see it. And maybe it's coarser, right? So it's coarser thread. You really can't see. So let's talk about needles, right? The glow in the dark thread, which is reactive to light. Just keep it in your sewing drawer. It's fine. And then when you're ready to gift it, maybe put it in the sun for a little bit, or a bright light, something like that. So this is a regular 50 weight thread. This is going to be fine. Now, the needles, these are dime needles, Designs and Machine embroidery needles. I love their embroidery collection. These are 8513s. Normally your machine takes an 8012, right? So they have an elongated eye, so they handle specialty threads much better. You get much less shredding and caterpillars and things like that. So, ooh, we got Alabama in the house. Hey, James, he's in Virginia. Tennessee. I'm not done. So anyhow, so that's what we were talking about. Those of you just jumping on. And if you did the skeleton download from the first Flippin' Friday, this is the perfect thread to use for that too, right? Just a nice, simple glow color. And that would be kind of fun as well. So we know it's good for Halloween. We know it's good if you're a runner or a construction worker or a motorcycle person, somebody who's out at night, a bicyclist. It's a great way just to sew, just to digitize or sew just rectangles of it on the clothing. So with Zach and Ed both being paramedic firefighters, you know, we all Scotch Light has always been in our house on their uniforms, especially ankles and wrists and helmets that help people see. Oh, let's see. Lisa said she just used the green glow in the dark thread last year and it's fantastic. I agree. We've got Connecticut here. But here's one of my favorite things to do, right? So Halloween's once a year, but we make so many wonderful gifts for people. So one of my favorite things to do if I'm making something, especially for a small child that's going through a difficult time, and how I discovered this and how we created this. Zach was 5 when my dad passed away, and he really took it hard. That was his buddy, right? And so he had a little bit of nighttime issues with that. So we tried Monster Spray. We did all kinds of things. And so on his blanket, I didn't make it. It was just his regular blanket. I took an angel and I stitched it out in glow in the dark thread. So when the room goes dark and it's quiet, the person who needs a little extra love looks down and they have an angel glowing on their blanket. So it kind of is a little more relief. And if it's a child, maybe they feel a little more protected. So that's just kind of how I like to use glow in the dark thread. You can quilt with it as well. So if you just want to do something with the red work, but this angel is the download. And when you look close at it, it's not super dense. So those of you who digitize your own things, this was like a density of 80. So I didn't, because these threads are not traditional slippery threads, right? So they have to pile on top of each other. I like to change my density a little bit. Now, how do you do that in your own sewing machine? Every sewing machine has a resize, and I'm just gonna put that in quotes because it's not everything's a true resize. If you choose something that isn't a true resize, all you're gonna do is just increase the size a little bit. A lot of you have that expansion of 20%, right? So what that does, it loosens the density without, it doesn't change the stitch count. So it just opens that design up a little bit. So I would think anybody would appreciate an angel or something like that, whatever is a hand print. You know, you trace your hands and do it as a hand print. That's a great way to kind of send your love and let people know when the lights go down and the monsters start to show up. It's the perfect way to go through there. So we have with us a special guest hiding in the dark. And so what we're going to do is you're going to see these actually glow through the magic of live Facebook. So here we go. Let's see what happens. All right. Let's just do. Oh, I just want him in there. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, they're hard to see. You got to get closer. There we go. Ed is in a totally dark room. He is such a trooper. There is the angel glowing a little bit. He's in there with his phone, so his phone may not like the dark, right? There is a glow in the dark pumpkin that was done with, it's an OESD glow in the dark pumpkin, but he is in the room next door, totally in the dark, showing everybody how the threads glow. So 3 cheers for Ed for being a trooper, staying in the dark. I don't know if and there's the reflective thread. So he's turning on his flashlight. It more has to be like a vertical. So there it goes. So you can see how that reflects. So that's awesome, right? So it has a little bit of glow and it has a little bit of reflection in there. There's the angel glowing, almost dead. I can barely see it. There we go. So nothing like, you guys are patient too. Thank you. And I think we're good. We get to see it. We get to see a glow. So, oh my gosh, guys, that is so funny. Oh, Orlando, are you okay? Are my Floridians okay down there? Holy crow. I was watching the news. That's so scary. I was just in Naples a couple of weeks ago and for a business meeting. I love it down there, but I was like, I just can't believe the water and the sheesh. I don't know. So far, Pennsylvania, no floods, few tornadoes. we're pretty safe up here from a lot of things. So if you, hello, Miss Victoria. I want the samples back, Ed. So I can show you. So those of you just chiming in, we're doing glow in the dark thread, right? And then we're doing reflective thread. The reflective thread, remember, is a little coarser. So you're gonna have to up that needle size. I like the dime needles. They're 80, what did I say they were? 85/13s. So the eye is elongated, so it handles these heavier threads really well. So here's the angel. This is your download. And again, it's not crappy digitizing because I wanted that density to be like that for this extra heavier, little heavier thread. And then this is just, I did the reflective. This design is not included because it's not mine to give away, right? And we might as well talk about those wrinkles. See the wrinkles right there? You know what I did? I was lazy. I was in a hurry and I was just going to make the sample. It's just for the dog. Although the dog just had his very first birthday party. It's Zach, my son Zach's dog and his family. But yeah, so those wrinkles, I used wash away sticky paper because I embroidered it on point, right? So I wanted that to happen. But guess what? I wasn't thinking. I took it out of the hoop and I went to press it. And guess what happened? The heat just shrunk that, puckered it between the letters. It was a disaster. So don't use wash away thread and that wash away stabilizer and then apply heat. Not good. So we've got Colorado. Hello, everybody. So just a quick note. We did repost the Zoom link for the guild. So you can join the and see the first meeting. It was a little rough. We're going to schedule another one, just another get together. It was so nice seeing show and tell, right? Seeing what some people in their sewing room, what they're making. And that's what the Guild at Amy Sews is all about, is celebrating what you make. I made this all excited for the new puppy, reflective thread and everything. Went back, said, Zach, look what I made for the dog. That's nice. And so if that's the response you get from the people you love, of all the time and effort you put into something, the Guild is for you. We want to celebrate everything you do. You can go to amysews.com, get on the wait list. If you join before October 15th, your October meeting is free. And you get a special gift for being a founding member. So you can check that out at Amy Sews. So let me see what else is going on. Yeah, glow in the dark thread. It's fun, right? So give it a try. amybachman.com in Amy's favorites. You can purchase it. We'll get it shipped out as soon as the order comes in. Thank you, Vicki, for joining the Guild. I really appreciate it. It's exciting. So we had Joanne Banco on as our first guest. There is So Stephanie right there. Oh, that's from Rainy. Yes, right. Susan from Rainy, North Carolina. That's exactly what's happening here. So, nope. Stephanie says Stephanie. I love her. She is a Caesar vinyl expert, crafter, embroiderer, skein and cut, you name it, she does it. She's going to be hanging out with us on the cruises at Sew and Sail. We did a cruise in January. Love her. So, yeah. And I imagine she's going to be a guest on the Guild. She just doesn't know it yet. Hi, Tennessee. Yeah, all the lower 48s get a little rain today. So, okay. So bust out get yourself some glow in the dark thread. Download your angel at amybachman.com. There's a little symbol on the front page for Flippin' Fridays. Get your free design because F is for file. Okay, Flippin' Fridays. I think we are done. Goodbye, everybody. Have a terrific day because the more you know, the more you sew.